Hey everybody, Kurt at Heartland Hot Rods. We're here today to check out this really rare car, and we hope you guys are going to love it as much as we do. Bob, how you doing today?
I'm
Bob
doing
is the
good.
owner, and we're gonna get right to it here, man. This thing is beautiful. I couldn't wait to get out here. You just got the car. I saw it while it was still on the trailer, and I can't wait to do a walk around on this thing. So let's check it out right now. So I always ask this question because you just bought it. Is this thing for sale? Probably a column shift.
Yeah.
These cars, obviously this car's not like that. It's got bucket seats, power seats, probably out of something much later model. But again, they've displayed that royal blue inside. It's got an aftermarket tilt column, got the floor shift from like the old Chevelles and the later El Caminos with the bucket seat package. But man, just opening that door, I could really feel how heavy and solid that door is. And these doors open and close really well. But I love the wraparound glass. I just can't get over that. And this right here, this teardrop that overhangs the back window and how that window curves around, and it just gives you a lot of vision when you're sitting inside that car. Now looking down the side, like I said, this thing's on a station wagon chassis. So this chassis, Bob, is longer than say just a regular Impala or a Bel Air would have been back in those days, right?
Yeah, no.
Really?
No, the 59 and the 60 Impalas were both, they were all long, and I think they were on the same chassis.
Okay, so they probably used the same for wagon,
They
Impalas, Bel Airs, whatever. Now I know this was the first all metal stamp bed that they came out with, and this particular vehicle doesn't have it now. It would have came out originally with an all steel bed, but they've modified it and dressed it up with this real beautiful oak wood bed, which I happen to really like. I think that looks really good. And of course, that back valance has the speakers in it there, but man, this thing's really clean. You got your fuel door here on the side, like most modern cars do, except you pull that one open. I'm gonna open this tailgate if you don't mind. That is one solid piece of metal there. So they offered these to give people an option between a car and a truck. You got that car ride, and you were still able to use it like a truck. And you were telling me these things are titled as a pickup truck.
Yes, that is correct.
Which I was unaware of. Well, I think it's really sharp, man, and it's a solid car. This car is 66 years old.
Yes.
You just don't see them. You just don't see them. Man, that thing really closes nice. So when we're looking at these taillights, a 59 is like this teardrop taillight, and 59 was the only year that had that. Now, you said in 1960 they had the little round taillights. Would they had two or three?
Two.
Be two, so it'd be two on each side. I noticed when you backed this car out a while ago, the backup lights even worked, which is a cool option. They're down
right by the exhaust tailpipes.
Yeah, they're right there by the tailpipes in the bumper.
Yeah, all the lights work. It's impressive.
Yeah, it's really unusual for a car that's sold for everything to work like it should. I love these tail fins. That was a design that Chevy came up with that nobody could duplicate. Some of them tried. They've tried them all different ways. Chrysler had the big tall ones that stood up on the point, but these flat tail fins on the back are beautiful, man. And it's just really a sharp look. Car's got a real sleek design. I don't think you could ever go wrong owning a car like this, man. It's just it's a pleasure car. It's a hot rod, and it's utility. You can haul stuff in there if you need to. So, man, you can't beat it. Now, I notice it's got a dash cover on there, and that's simply there. It's a metal dash.
Yeah,
that's just there for looks.
It's been repainted. It looks beautiful. It's just there to protect it.
And you know, everything was such high chrome back then. Even these things are super shiny. The windshield wipers, everything, the chrome mirrors, the antenna, the side chrome, the El Camino design. I mean, they just went nuts with chrome, and I love that. I love chrome. I'm a chrome guy, especially when you get into these old cars.
It
now,
really does.
Coming around this side, it looks equally as slick as that other side. Got the chrome reverse wheels on it and the baby moon hubcaps.
Yes.
Now, when we were growing up, that was the thing to have.
It was. Yeah. It was. I mean, they didn't have a whole lot of options, but that was the top of the line.
Well, if you couldn't afford Craig or Super Sports, SS's, everybody wanted this chrome reverse. And then, of course, in the 70s, we got into the old wagon wheel, white spokes, and those things, you know. So we're working our way around to that hood, folks. So you just hang on. We'll be there soon. Well, let's check out that power bank in there. Well, that's no 6-cylinder, Bob.
No, it's not.
And I knew that when you pulled it out, man. But I know when these cars were new, you had a few options. You had a 235 6-cylinder or a 283. And according to the book, a 348. But you were telling me some 409s got put in these cars.
That is correct.
This is a 454. Do you know what year engine it is?
I do not. I do not.
I'm just by looking at it and some of the bracketry, it looks like in late 70s, maybe early 80s. One thing I noticed that I did notice when we looked inside, someone has added air conditioning to this car, which is a neat option because that wasn't an option in 1959, I can assure you. But man, it's really clean. Now, the one thing you said you didn't like, and I always like, I'm like you, when I pop the hood on an old Chevy, I want to see that Chevy orange.
Amen.
You know, but it's black, it's clean, and it's a lot of work to convert that over to an orange engine. You know, it'd take a lot of detailing, dismantling of brackets and things like that to do the proper job. Now, it's got drum brakes all the way around, it looks like. But man, under the hood, it's really clean. The hood's in good shape underneath as well as outside. Doesn't look like there's been any repairs done to it. This car was kept very nice. I can tell you that from over a period of years. Now, it does have the electric fan for the AC. So when that AC is engaged, it got that electric fan to boost that airflow. Man, it's just a beautiful car all the way around, man. For me, I couldn't be more proud than to see this thing today. And I knew when I saw it on your trailer, when you brought it in last week, that this was going to be one that we really, really wanted to film. Is this thing for sale?
I would sell it for the right price. Absolutely.
You'd sell it for the right price. So if anybody's interested in a very unique 1959 Chevy El Camino, get in touch with Heartland Hot Rods at heartlandhotrods.com. We'll hook you up with Bob, and you guys can negotiate what you need to do there. But he's saying it's for sale, folks, and you really ought to check it out. It's one thing to see photos of this car. It's another thing completely to see it in person. Bob, we appreciate your time, man.
All right, buddy.
Beautiful
Sure.
car, and
Thank
we
you.
found another one in your garage we're going to come back and see you about
Okay.
that I know everybody's going to love. So you got to stay tuned. If you like this El Camino, you're really going to like what he's got in the garage still. And we'll have that coming up in a few weeks. Thanks, everybody. Heartland Hot Rods, heartlandhotrods.com.
Had wrenches in our hands. Our cars needed paint, but we made sure